Hey, everybody, real quick announcement. We are actually on vacation today, hence the sunglasses on the head, taking a day off, but we'll be back tomorrow. Just one day off. We'll be back tomorrow with live shows and new content. Today, though, we have a special treat for you. We figured we'd release one of our Patreon shows over there at patreon.com/hardfactor. This is our most recent Florida Man Friday that you'll hear as soon as I shut up. And we have 3 of those weekly shows over there at patreon.com/hardfactor, all ad free. So we have a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy the content. If you do, check out our Patreon and enjoy the show.
What it is, this is the Macho Man Randy Savage, and this is Hard Factor, and there is no one that...
Sunshine State, and as a patron, thanks for being a patron. You really keep us going. It's true. You have Pat, Wes, and Will here today, and Pat's youngest son as well.
My chunky baby, Mac and
Yes.
Noodies.
He's looking great.
Mac
Look
and
at that hair.
cheese.
That's a natural mohawk.
It really
He's a
is.
natural hawk.
He's naturally hawked, naturally swole as well. What's his weight these days? He's getting big.
Probably 23, 24 pounds.
Impressive
For a
Yeah.
5-month-old. Yes, it's
super
really,
impressive. Wow.
He's a real. Oh no, let's not grab that cord. But like as a baby, he's.
But
a
he
10.
can though. He could rip it right out of that.
He can
microphone.
dude.
He's like every time he's been on, he's been super chill. Like, and
Well, he's
he's
on
and
pretty
I
much
know
every
he's
night.
next to you all the time. So
That dude is chill.
He's great.
Much chiller than my son.
Yeah, much chiller than my
youngest.
other son.
Yeah, that's good. Well, mine both are just I mean, shot out of a cannon. The youngest is he's nonstop talking.
Literally.
Just not. Yeah, true. Flesh cannon.
I tried to drop. I've been like, man, I was trying to make that work even before, like way before I had kids. Like when people were like, "I'm having a baby," instead of asking when the due date is, asking when is the cannon firing, and man,
Never works. Yeah.
never caught on. And then I got like a couple like just no replies from like female friends of mine that are having babies.
Yeah, because they're like,
I haven't heard from them.
don't refer to my thing as a cannon. They think that's to them. That's like it's like you're saying they're like a jar of mayonnaise. They
don't like when you call them parasites either. When you're like, when's that parasite getting out of you?
Mm-hmm.
Tried that a few times.
I would
That doesn't
never
bode
go
well.
there. I would never go there. I know better than that.
So you got invaded from the inside, huh?
He's just eating from the inside. Oh, parasite, little
I
parasite.
literally did drink. This one was a parasite. I drank Kate's bones.
Yeah, they are. They're literal
That's
parasites.
why he's so jacked, though, because he took all the power of her bones.
Mm-hmm. Probably disabled her for life, maybe. Look at
Well,
this guy.
but he's going to be a powerful boy. Wow.
Better earn a lot of money. Pay for mama.
I'm hoping that that she can reverse her power loss, though. Hopefully she can repower up.
Maybe if she eats him, then she'll get it. Yeah.
Right.
Propose that. Yeah.
Real disaster over here.
You may
in
float it
Cassidy
with her, just the idea.
household.
I mean, people eat babies all the time. They say it's like the best thing for them. Like
Is
the billionaires?
Oh, Bill, right.
They drink
I
the
have a
blood of
modest
babies and stuff.
Proposal for you.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Maybe just bloodletting, just drain a little bit from him. You don't have to eat the
I was
whole thing.
I was trying to think of a really good joke when we were I was doing a straight to camera about that story about the chimps that were over grooming in Germany, right?
Yeah.
The article from PETA, the PETA release essentially said like, these chimps are eating, some of the chimps are eating their own excrement, and they were making that point to say, look how stressed out they are. They're eating their own excrement.
Yeah.
Did some deep diving on chimps. Chimps will eat their own species if they die, right? They'll cannibalize their own species.
That makes sense.
So I was like, oh man, looking for this joke, right? PETA says they're so stressed out they're eating their own excrement. That's rich from a species that'll eat their own. That's like saying,
oh, sure. Yeah, it's hard to draw that gap, isn't it? Yeah.
The best I could come up with is these chimps being in a German zoo is the worst atrocity Germans have ever committed.
Right.
Like, that's the best I can come up with.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which isn't the worst. But
no, it's not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People would have jumped on you for that one.
Sure, eating your shit's bad.
It's like asking it's like, I don't know how you that's a tough analogy. That's my brain. I mean, you put my brain in a pretzel with it.
I've been thinking about it for weeks. So if you got anything good, you come back to me.
I was thinking like maybe it's like that's like asking a funnel cake maker not to eat his own funnel cakes, but then
no, it's hard. I'm telling you, it's hard.
That doesn't
I
really
think it's
work
like a top-notch chimp joke though. When you eat your own shit, like that's like
a gag.
That's like it's a gag. It's a top-notch chimp gag.
It's a parlor trick.
Yeah.
Jizzing in your face, I think, is that.
Yeah.
That's funnier for sure. I would like to think I wouldn't be the chimp eating his own shit, but I probably would be, which is
jizzing in another chimp's face. Also, that would be.
The jizz chimps are funnier than the shit chimps.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Shit chimps seem just angry.
Think about the shit that you've seen humans do for money, though. I mean, eating shit for a chimp probably is just
because they want
the park.
Right, they want the banana too. They're
considering
always
that they eat their own, right?
Yeah,
Not that big a deal.
The trainers are always lording bananas over them too. So these chimps will do anything for a banana. It's like it's a fucked up system they got going on. So we're Florida, man. Speaking of chimps and monkeys, like Florida is one of the only states with monkeys because they have all the invasive monkeys. But what do you guys got today for Florida Man Friday? What's on the agenda?
I got a great one. I got a great domestic driving situation, but not as good as y'all's. I'll be honest. I saw the sheet.
Okay. I got a couple of teens. Well, one teen and one guy that looks like a teen. That I need to fill you guys in on.
I've got an in memoriam for you. A little flashback. One of my favorite Florida men has passed away, and we're going to talk about him. And then I've got a little closer about masturbation.
I just got that single mingle, so I'll go right there in the Cinta, probably.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, take it away.
Yeah, Wes. I mean, it sounds like yours is the most serious of
let's give the man the respect he deserves and let him go first, I guess.
Yeah.
You guys remember this guy, Jonathan Crenshaw?
Oh yeah, the armless homeless guy. Yeah.
He'd paint with his feet.
Paint with
Big
his
time
toes.
famous from the Portnoy pizza review, right? And
oh right, you're right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Also famous for allegedly stabbing a man with scissors back.
He's had a checkered past. Oh yeah, for sure. He's been on the show before
that was
a few times.
2018. Right? Yeah. And also this video I'm going to play for you of him chasing a man with scissors in his feet down the street. Here it is.
That guy.
Yeah.
In a very interesting situation, the guy that could be seen in this video was chasing after the person that was filming this video while holding scissors in his feet.
I love this boy.
That's fucked up. I don't like that.
Dude, but he's fucking with him.
Yeah, he's fucking with him.
Why are you chasing me? You cannot beat me up.
Oh, come on.
Don't drink your soda and stop.
Don't drink your soda and stop.
I honestly would have been terrified
Let's
if
go
I
this
was
guy.
in this situation, and the person filming the video eventually was able to get away from that guy.
Actually, no way.
From that guy.
You couldn't have fucking paid me to create a social media video with that video. You couldn't have fucking paid.
I mean,
you couldn't have
he's a
paid me
disabled
if
guy.
I
He
shot it. You couldn't have paid me to comment on it. That's just sick.
He has no arms.
Yeah, he's got no
crazy.
arms. He's got
By defect, it's like his whole body's shrunken. You know, he's not. So of course the guy can run away. He could run away backwards because the guy could only go a max of like 4 miles an hour.
To be fair, he was chasing him with scissors in his feet.
That's true, but he's
He was
crazy.
filming him.
He's on meth all day.
Your whole life, the people have been like, "Look at this freakazoid."
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we've all filmed, street urchins. We know what it's like. So I mean, you would
I love
expect
filming
this.
a freak on the street.
Of
I don't
course,
think I've
but
ever
you would
filmed a
expect
freak
it,
on the street.
potentially.
I film them from my car if they're on a corner acting a fool. That's what I do. I don't like go up to them and film them, but I'll be in traffic.
We've done it with like cameras where you try to engage them like that guy.
We talked to one hobo, truckers, and then Leslie, the famous homeless person.
In Austin and back on the East Coast, we talked to some street urchins. Yeah.
Anyway, he's dead. Died at 51. His last moments were he was bent over in front of a string of motels in a squatted position, and then he just tumbled over on his face because he doesn't have arms, so he couldn't catch himself.
He wasn't running with scissors.
He wasn't running with scissors. His cause of death was found to be esophageal varices, or enlarged veins in the esophagus lining, which can lead to life-threatening bleeding, which was caused by fatty liver disease because he liked his booze.
He's boozing, and also I'd imagine his throat was a little choked up from all the meth pipes. So I mean, that's one of those.
But he would paint. He would sit in the same spot, Lincoln Avenue or Lincoln Street, and he would charge up to $60 for people to buy his foot painted art. So
he's got kind of a cool story, like before all the violent stuff. I mean,
there's some of his paintings, pretty good.
Well, that's fucking really good.
Yeah.
He threatened some other person. We didn't cover that one that you showed, Wes, with the.
Always
he threatened somebody else like on the street. He's just like he's fucked up. He's a drunk and he gets mad.
Tough life.
Lives on the street. Exactly.
Yeah. Speaking of tough life, a little background on him. He was born in Alabama. Spent his childhood bouncing between El Paso, San Diego, and he accused his mother of feeding him rat poison when he was little for the insurance.
That's what he said. Did it?
Yeah, that's what he told her. I don't think the rat poison led to his arms being that way. I think he was one. He also used to claim, this is hilarious, that he impregnated Gloria Estefan and has over 200 children with her.
That's a great claim. Yeah.
It's a sick fantasy.
Pretty awesome.
Verifiably false. Yeah. Amazing.
So like there's like great art, right? Which doesn't necessarily need an explanation or like clarification when it's on your wall, right? And then there's like regular just art, right? That's not really arty, right? But you wouldn't really talk about it. This guy was painting like regular art. Just what makes it special is that he did it with his feet.
Yeah.
So if you have that on your wall, right? Are you gonna how quickly after someone comes in are you gonna tell them? So
Oh, you
some
pull
guy
up a picture
feet.
and
right
you pull
away.
up a picture of him immediately. Yeah.
You might even affix a photo of him to the corner of the painting.
You probably play the video of him running after the guy with scissors in his feet.
I'm just like from a taste perspective, like unless you're like, a Florida piece of trash, you don't want like just regular paintings in your house like that. Like it's almost like
you could say it's from a kid.
Like, this guy's got shitty taste.
Right.
But it's not like a beach. It's like a beach house painting that you put up.
Beach house
like
painting.
That's a shark. That's a tiger shark, I think. Yeah.
The shark's not bad. It's done. It's like, it's actually custom made. So people, it's nicer than like a Amazon, like,
I'm just saying, I think it could hang with like legitimate art though, because it was painted with feet.
Yeah, for sure. If you explain the whole thing,
the caveat,
yeah,
like a little card underneath it.
Right.
Yeah. I was saying, put his picture on the thing, just actually attach it to the front.
Put a bigger picture of him next to the actual piece of art.
And then people are like, oh, I get it.
It's got to be next to you. You can't put it on the art. Then you're kind of
I mean, how much
vision?
It's like $25, and so I mean,
$60.
Yeah,
60. Oh, well, I mean, if you're hanging it in your house, that's not up to 60.
Up to 60. Okay.
Up to
Zero
60,
charging.
Larger pieces.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
He could have got more money for those paintings.
It's like if you go to Thailand and you buy like a piece of art that was painted by one of those captive elephants, right?
Yeah, sad for him that he died after getting famous, because his paintings probably would have gone up in value. So
no, Will, that's a great point. The issue is presentation here, but this guy was he's like a tortured artist, right? He could not be tamed to the point where someone could put him up in like you ever been to like Santa Fe? Like Santa Fe is just art galleries for dumb people buying dumb art. Aspen, same deal. This guy, you could be selling his shit for $5,000
He would've been
if you
the king of
if you
Santa Fe.
presented it right. But he's selling
Oh.
it like on outside of 7-Eleven.
They would have put him up in the middle of that town square they got with all the turquoise, and I
He
mean,
needed a
everybody,
manager.
they would have been just worshiping this guy in Santa Fe. It was
Feels a little nicer, maybe. Yeah.
Well,
I'm
he-
saying couldn't
but
be
it's-
tamed.
environment, Wes. I mean, it would have been a nicer environment, and he could have potentially, not been so angry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he loves the beach, so.
But
Loves
also,
the
you
beach,
could
loves
be you could
beer.
be an angry asshole if you're an artist. Like that buys you a lot of. It buys you a lot of. You just need a representative. You need a
It's his
mouthpiece for you.
creativity, right?
True.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah. True.
That's how he paints.
He was exonerated from that stabbing allegation, by the way. So
That's good.
you know,
Well,
yeah. But he was just recently arrested for trespassing.
Yeah. He like trespassed and threatened to beat somebody up or something. I think that's what last time we talked about.
He's got a long rap sheet. So,
For
but
sure.
R.I.P. R.I.P. I bet his art is worth a lot more now. If you got a Crenshaw in your house,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I might try to find one to buy. Put it right behind me.
Hey, right now
being
they're going to be
honest.
very pricey. Yeah,
Just being honest, I don't think so.
there's gonna be a bump. You got to wait a couple months, but yeah.
Mhm.
Am I going my second story too, or are we bouncing?
Yeah,
around? Okay. Well, my second one's really short. This is let's see, Mondell Elise, 37 of North Lauderdale, and what do you think he did?
Ooh, he's got a faraway look in his eyes,
He's
like he's
stoned
Yeah, stoned and ashamed. I think like he's like, oh fuck,
or sick. He has like those kind of eyes that could be yellow, like he's sick, or just
Yeah.
red from being high.
He's mentally ill, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like, damn,
Yeah.
I got caught doing that.
Some sex stuff took place with this man. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sexual.
Well,
I'll go. Yeah, sure. That seems because of the regret in his eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. He was caught masturbating on a child's bicycle in a Walmart parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah.
What do you mean
Yeah.
on? Like he was riding
On.
around a child's bicycle while masturbating, or he was
Good point.
or he came across a child's bicycle and then
Coming while
proceeded
riding
to
or-
masturbate on it.
I'd like to think it was the former, but I think it was more like he just jerked off on the bicycle because the victim was a homeless woman.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Sorry. The victim of the indecent exposure who witnessed him was a
Was a
homeless
child.
woman.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think the child knew. The child wasn't around. He, was in the store maybe, or maybe it was one of those bikes that's just outside the store for sale. But
Did the child touch the bike again? Did the
No,
child?
guys, it was at You said it was at Walmart?
Yeah.
It was just a bicycle that was at Walmart. He was in the
Yeah.
bike section at Walmart, which, by the way, if you have kids,
It was a
except
Walmart
for this
parking lot.
Oh, at a Walmart parking lot. Still probably.
Outside.
Still probably. Sometimes they put the bikes outside.
That's what I
it could
said.
be a
Yeah, they could be.
display.
Yeah.
By the way, if you have kids, take your kid to fucking Walmart because they can break. It's the only store that you don't have to give a fuck about them touching or breaking anything.
We got to go there to get a bike soon. So,
Dude, you can also put those fuckers in. Like Power Wheels have gotten so cheap these days, or like those Power ATVs.
Yeah,
and
that's
let them
nice.
cruise around. Kill some.
Oh
time.
shit! No, Pat, you're right. I'm reading the article now. Sorry, he was masturbating while on a child's bicycle.
That's way better.
Yeah,
nice.
Way better. I like to think about like
that's
was
funnier.
he
Way
pointing,
funnier.
Well, we have
making
both
eye
images.
contact.
Yeah,
Wow.
Bike's
And then
too small. His knees are really high, and he's
So
just jerking
Yeah,
off.
his
Yeah,
knees
yeah,
were
yeah.
definitely high.
He was taunting that woman, and maybe dirty talking her while he was doing it, and so
Yeah. But they found him quick, and now he's in.
yeah.
trouble.
Well, that's a scene. You're gonna see him. Yeah.
She recognized him immediately. She was like, "Yep, that's the guy." Recognized that at face anyway.
Well, it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get that visual, you'll never forget that person.
Anyway, that's what I got.
All right. Okay. Guys, 27-year-old Eli or Ellie Ramiro Lucas. He decided this past week it was finally time he got around to do something that he should have done a long time ago.
Okay.
Get his driver's license. Like me, he waited a long time to do it. I got mine at 19. Eli said, fuck it, 27. That's the time for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So
What a
he
drain
hit up
on everyone around him.
Getting
forever.
rides
yes.
till 27.
Big time. That's why I got my driver's license, right? Because it was like, this is getting old for everyone around me. Thanks, Will.
Well, especially for you
rides,
yourself, probably, because you have to you can't go anywhere.
I'm a codependent. I'm a codependent.
Well, right, sure, but you still eventually you're like,
you think so, but since I left Austin, there are months that I don't leave my house.
Sure, 27. Whoa.
I agree. It's old. But anyway, he hit up his older and more experienced buddy, Eduardo. Eduardo had one of the two things required
knows how to pass the test.
Driving instructions. He had a car. The other, a valid driver's license, is something Eduardo himself hadn't gotten around to yet either.
Oh, 2 driverless with a car.
Licenseless men, but Eduardo had a car. Yeah, Eli not so much. So you see why he hit up Eduardo. Eli hit up Eduardo. Anyway, the licenseless men got into Eduardo's car. Eli behind the driver's wheel, and Eduardo in the passenger seat giving a lesson. And there's one other thing I should mention. See, learning makes Eli nervous. So before his lesson, he needed to take the edge off so he could really absorb the instructions. So he had a couple pops.
Yeah.
Had a couple cocktails, and then said, all right, let's learn to drive. Anyway, off the pair went through the streets of Martin County, Florida, in Eduardo's Ford SUV. And meanwhile, elsewhere in Martin County, Mr. Stosenfeld was getting ready to do one of his favorite things, which is get out of the house and away from his family for one fucking second of peace and goddamn quiet.
Yeah.
By way of cooking dinner on his grill outside.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, no, it didn't matter. It was raining. The weather was not.
Oh, wow. He's still out grilling. Wow.
Yeah. He wanted to get the fuck out there. Yeah. In fact, when his wife, Amy, noticed that he was prepping chicken wings in the kitchen, she said something to him like, chicken wings? To which he replied, uh-huh. To which Amy said, you're not going to cook those in here, are you? It's going to make the whole house stink like oil. To which he said, yeah, going to get the grill going here in a minute. To which Amy replied, but it's raining out. Why don't you just make something that you can cook here inside? And he said, will you stop micromanaging and let me make a fucking decision for once?
Yep. And then he stuck to his plan. He went outside to make those chicken wings.
Well, that's when they heard this.
That's an SUV plowing into Amy Stolzenfeld's home Friday night. Witnesses immediately dialing 911.
The guy was swerving as we pulled in. We were following him. He went right into the back of a car in a garage.
Deputies discovered that the driver of the SUV was drunk and didn't have a license. But there's more.
The person teaching this individual how to drive also did not have a driver's license.
Stolzenfeld says she's angry because someone could have been killed.
I'm so grateful that it was a rainy day. My children were inside.
It was this grill that stopped the car's forward motion, a grill that the Stolzenfelds tell me still works.
My husband wasn't out grilling yet. He had just done the chicken wings. He literally was a minute away from going out here. And I don't even want to fathom what would have happened if he was.
Grill in the garage?
He would have died in fucking peace.
Yeah, he'd have loved it.
He keeps the grill in the garage? I'm so fucking confused.
Listening to Amy, I'd be out there grilling no matter in a hurricane.
All the fucking time.
You guys will grill in a garage, though? What the fuck?
Yeah, I've grilled in a garage before if you have to. Like, just barely at the edge of the garage.
Wow. If he's going to do whatever the fuck he can do to get the fuck out of there, I'm telling you that much.
Yeah.
It seems like I don't know anything about their relationship at all. I don't know anything.
Firing up the grill inside a wooden garage, like, oh yeah. This is a spot.
Yeah,
got all this dry wood right around me. I'm just gonna pop a grill in here.
But Amy's inside.
I literally know nothing about it, other than the fact that.
Well, listen to her voice.
I'm trying to man insane. You nailed it.
Anyway.
That's spot on coverage.
No injuries, damage about $20,000. Neither Eli or Eduardo have insurance. Of
course, yeah. Did they flee the scene?
No, bro. They couldn't. There's no way they could flee the scene, dude. It's bad. They're arrested for driving without a license, DUI, property damage. And Eduardo was charged with knowingly allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle while drunk.
How do you turn all the way into a driveway like that?
Yeah,
on accident.
Oh, well, he hit the gas when he thought he was hitting the brake.
Yeah, but still, he's perpendicular to the street. You know,
Let's teach you in a neighborhood, Eduardo.
Yeah.
Let's drive down this neighborhood street
where these kids are.
What a bunch of dicks.
Yeah. Wow. Some dumbasses. Well, thank you, Pat.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? I just like that they fucking try to play it off like it's a driving lesson. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that was a great exclusive look, especially from the lens of Mr. Schuzenbaum. What's the?
I don't know. I don't even want to Stolzenfeld because I don't want them to hear this and then sue us because all that was bullshit. I don't know anything about them. I just know Amy is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you heard the accent. Where is she from? Not Florida, right?
That's a New York accent for sure.
New York, for sure. Northeast, yeah, you could tell. Oh yeah, you could tell. All right, let's move on to the teens, shall we? End the week with some Florida teens. 2 Florida teens being hilarious in their own ways. First up, the bad boy. All right, that's what I'm calling this one. From Volusia County, Florida, 19-year-old Ashton Jarvis. There he is. See him?
Yeah, look at him.
Damn, bro, that guy's got some fucking great hair.
Swag, right?
80s heartthrob.
He is.
Mustache.
Dude, he's getting 1 to 4.5 inches of clearance from the top of his head to the top of his hair.
It's flow.
Plus he's got a fucking soft mullet happening. You can't buy hair like that, dude. He's either doing a blowout or he was kissed by God.
It's impressive. You know, it's natural too, because I've seen his other mug shots. It's natural. It's always bouncy like that. He's got a ton of hair, nice head of lettuce on him. And so he was arrested with a fake license plate that read "Will Run" after fleeing from police at speeds up to 145 miles per hour.
Come on.
Yeah.
It was a fake license plate?
Yeah, it's a fake. You know, it's like a, you buy it at the store. It's like a novel, like a Spencer's. Yeah.
He was in a car?
No,
motorcycle.
Like a dirt
bike.
Right.
Yeah. You don't need a plate. I mean, you need a plate on your bike, but no one has them.
People always have fake plates on their bikes because a lot of bikers run.
Exactly. Right. And so he was a joke, will run. Okay. And so the best part about this, it was a follow-up chase. According to a probable cause arrest affidavit, a deputy was patrolling an area when he noticed a group of motorcyclists popping wheelies in the street. Upon looking closer, he noticed that one of the motorcycles had a license plate that said "Will Run." He remembered that the license plate belonged to someone who had allegedly fled police the week before during Bike Week. So this was a follow-up pursuit of Ashton with an I, Jarvis. So this guy got away from the cops taunting them during Bike Week, and then they found him again riding with his buddies, popping wheelies. Yeah,
sick, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's really sick. So I'm gonna play the clip for you guys. What we can just talk over it because it's like there's just
hold on. That bike does not sound too fast though. That sounds like, did you hear that engine?
That wasn't a dirt bike, was it? That was a
no. It sounds like a dirt bike.
No, it's like a crotch rock. Yeah, crotch rock. So basically, you saw right there. He just took off as soon as they approached him and his buddies, and they take him on he goes on a long joyride.
Oh, these kids got vertical licenses. That's how young they are.
KZISB.
And so then he just takes them everywhere. Anyways, eventually
LPGA, still westbound.
He's on highways, so he's going super fast. He's in a bike, he can get away, and they're following him in a drone. And then eventually Ashton with an I
let's make a contact, one at gunpoint.
Crash.
Yeah, they pull out no. He stops and asks him, what's going to happen if I turn myself in? Because he hasn't done anything. He hasn't besides speeding and running away. And somebody pulls out a stun gun and threatens to shoot him. So he gets off the bike and he's just like, all right. And then he gives up and just having fun.
This might not be a popular take, but I'm trying to think. A lot less people would die if you had to be 21 to be able to get a motorcycle license. And I'm not just talking about the motorcyclists. A lot less people would die.
Right. Everything I've heard about them for teenagers, that sounds true. Right.
I mean, he was dodging in and out of traffic. He was a reckless endanger.
Do you think your brain? You're a reckless danger as a teenager. You just are. You're still a reckless
you
danger.
guys know how to
fucking
drive
21.
them. Yeah, I would imagine.
I didn't get my license until I was 25, probably. But yeah.
You get on a bike and you do reckless shit sometimes.
Right, like Ashton with an eye.
I will say that Wes,
have fun.
when I got on a bike post 30, probably the last time I was on a bike was 28, and I was a different world.
It's
to
a
the
young
point where
man's
I didn't like it, like driving it on the highways. Like I just didn't enjoy it. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Gotta have flexible knees, especially for the sport bikes. But I mean, look, like this kid. In fact, the cops didn't even really care. They were like, once he gave up, they were like, oh, it's kind of cool. It's funny. So, hopefully he gets a light.
Love your
charge.
hair.
Yeah, bro. What do you use? What kind of shampoo? And now another teen. Well, a victim who looks like a teen, Merrick Westland of Largo, Florida. There he is. Can you describe his look?
White Rasta.
Yes.
He's like, he looks like that kid in Australia who had that party, and they're like, take your sunglasses off. And he's like, I'm not the famous, except with dreads. He's got that vibe.
Like a Rasta, but also steampunk because he has these goggles, I'd call them, more so than glasses.
I can't see so
he's really committed to these goggles that he's got.
They're like full beta block. They're like full blockers on the left.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But he's too old to have, like, if you have those dreads at 21, okay.
Oh, no, he's not a teen, Pat. He just looks like one. Yeah.
No, he's in his like middle 30s.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. He's like our age. Anyways, he looks much younger than us. Probably because of how skinny he is. But that's Merrick Westland of Largo, Florida. Again, he's in the news this week for a very interesting reason. Despite looking like a teen, he's actually owned a tortoise for at least 18 years, and probably those dreadlocks as well, Pat, for at least like 10. Take a listen to the local News 10 report on what's going on with this tortoise.
Want to show you this right here because tonight a Largo man says he feels like he got forced to pay to get his exotic pet tortoise back. He's had this for nearly 2 decades, but a trapper picked him up, and Aaron Parsegian has the story you'll only see right here on 10 Tampa Bay.
It was about a month ago. Merrick Westland came home and realized his 18-year-old tortoise was missing. He was upset, began posting online and posting signs throughout his Largo neighborhood when he got a call about where that tortoise may be.
A neighbor reached out to me and said that this wildlife place may possibly have my tortoise.
After weeks of searching for Shelby, Westland was told Wildlife Rescue and Rehab in nearby Seminole picked up his pet after she broke through her enclosure and his backyard fence.
This whole gate up off its hinges.
He was ecstatic to know she was safe and called the owner of the sanctuary right away, describing Shelby and her unique shell markings.
He said, yes, I have her, and the first thing out of his mouth was, it's going to cost you a lot of money.
He says he was asked to shell out more than $1,000 to get her back. He contacted FWC and the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office to find a resolution. In the end, the latter called it a civil matter, and Westland paid $975 to get his pet back.
I still can't believe that I had to pay money for my own pet back.
Vernon Yates, the owner of the rescue, is well known when it comes to animals in the Tampa Bay area. He once held big cats, baboons, and other exotics at his property where we went to talk with him.
Well, when somebody's wrong, they're usually not happy. When somebody has to pay for something, they're not happy. So, no, do I expect him to open arms and hug me? Nah.
Why did he steal?
Is it going to bother me? Nah.
Yates says he charged $200 to pick up and transport the tortoise, plus $25 a day to board it.
If you stop and look at it, it actually runs in comparison to all animal shelters, what they're charging our boarding facilities.
The SPCA tells us if they were to take in a tortoise, they would have a period of days for an owner to claim it. They then would charge $25 a day if an owner came forward later. But they also put out information that a lost pet is in their possession, something Westland says Yates never did, and he doesn't deny it.
It's not my responsibility to find you because you lost your pet. It's your job to find the pet.
So the price would have increased each day until Westland found out it was there.
If he'd have called the next morning or that night,
why would he call
gotten
you?
it back for a hell of a lot less.
Here's
I
some
look at it as I do him a bigger favor because I didn't put a time limit on it. I mean, I wouldn't have cared if he comes back a year later.
But he robbed the tortoise.
But you're
is
going to
what
have
the guy
to pay the
claimed.
board bill.
I think someone dropped the tortoise
This dispute may
off.
be decided in a civil court, as Westland says he plans on suing. And a legal expert we spoke with says he has a case as animals are considered property under Florida law.
I just don't see much success that a court would say, yes, you're required to pay this guy $1,000 for the boarding fees when he never asked for that. and candidly, the guy never really did anything to try to find the owner.
For now, Westland says he's just glad Shelby is back at home.
Why would
Any creature you're around for a number of years, let alone 18 years, is a connection that money's not really what it's about.
In Pinellas County, Aaron Parsegian, 10 Tampa Bay.
Almost 20 years with that tortoise.
Wow. So there you have it.
So the tortoise was at the shelter for 30 days, based upon the calculations.
Right.
Right. And
he didn't do a very good job looking for his tortoise.
What would you guys do?
The tortoise, though, like, do you think is he bullshitting that, like, he thinks somebody fucked with his fence to get the tortoise out? Or do you think that?
No, he's a shitty pet owner, dude. He checks on the tortoise like once in a while.
Yeah, the tortoise got out because it was just back there by itself, like Pat's saying, forever.
Didn't have any food.
Yeah, just figured out a way out.
Grass.
Yeah.
And someone picked him up. And then this guy's got like the most obscure pet or like animal wildlife rescue business in the city that no one even knows exists.
Why would you go to court over this?
Well, I guess he's thinking. So that's the wildlife dude's logic is, hey, if you lose a tortoise, one of your calls should be to me,
right?
Because if you Google exotic animal rescue around me, I'm one of the only guys that'll pop up. Is that was his logic? I guess.
But I don't answer the phone.
Not his job.
Yeah,
also,
but I don't answer the phone.
Also, he wanted the tortoise. He wanted the tortoise was part of his logic too. So I'm sure, like a lot of
both sides of this.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy though. But I just really like Merrick, the dude who loves his tortoise so much he's suing a guy that watched it for him for a month.
I think if we believe this this character from the Matrix, Albino Rasta, if we believe him, then the guy said out of the side of his mouth, it's going to cost you, versus being like, yes, I have it, man. By
Merrick's
the way,
kind of
you can come pick it up. By the way, like, hey, dude, like, it cost me to have this guy, so I'm going to charge you the industry standard of $25 a day.
Merrick's kind of alleging this is a scam, almost like almost like the turtles end up there.
It's a turtle tow truck. That's what
right.
It is.
Exactly.
It's a turtle tow truck. 100%.
That's what Merrick's trying to claim. He thinks it's a scam turtle tow truck, and
it's a turtle tow truck, dude.
Turtle tow truck.
It's crazy. Huh?
He towed him a turtle.
Only in Florida. We get that kind of stuff. So yeah, there we go. That's the best Florida man stories of the week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Anything else, fellas, before we wrap this show up?
This baby fell asleep biting my hand.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad he's tuckered out. Because we got to let you go to cook dinner, right, Pat?
Oh,
I think
I got to go cook dinner.
Yeah.
Let that big boy eat. And everybody have a great fucking weekend.
See you later.